Hello, welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. There are a few things that we're gonna have here today. We're going on a, what would you call it? Not exclusive, luxury vacation on one massive beach right now. And clearly we've got some leveling up to do. There's probably gonna be story content, what's the word? Anyway, there's gonna be story. So, dialogues and maybe things to talk about. I'm wondering about one thing that I might be able to circumvent, because that's smart, and they don't really give us the dialogue options, but we'll see about that. We're not talking to you, Mission. You're a child, you're stupid. Candor is well, we're at this point, I guess, so maybe a quick glance. Mission is all about her world, Taris, being fucking bombed into glass, so she's kinda sad, but also she's a thief, so well, thief, right? Scoundrel, little street smart kid, so if you ask about that, she'll talk about her brother that runs lots of scams, and one of the scams resulted in her being sold off and him running away, and we'll meet him at the fucking big desert planet as well, I think, or maybe eventually somewhere else, or maybe not at all. Not sure, but we won't be meeting him or caring about that, so that hardly matters. Candace has a lot of war stories about Mandalorian wars and fighting Revan, and I have no idea how would that be relevant. So, but the stories might be interesting, right? Mr. Warrior that lives only to beat other people up might have a thing or two to talk about when it comes to, you know, ruining others. Have we got any supplies in these boxes? Guess not. And there are a few of them to check here. Not in this one. And not in that one. In the cockpit there is Bastila and the guy that starts with C, Carth. And Carth. Who... Well, Carth has his... past, but what kind of past was the word? I don't know, complicated. Let's go with complicated past to talk about. T3 of course just beeps and has nothing to say. Zalbar, the only thing that he's got to say ever is that whatever planet we're on is not Kashyyyk, so he doesn't care and is not gonna talk about any of it. And the only problem he can solve is bashing the door down or making you a grenade, I think. Other than that, he'll come into play only on Kashyyyk. And Princess and Prince and Goody Two Shoes, Boy Scout. That's the phrase. Look at this fucking, look at this fucking. What is this? A skybox. How awful quality that is. I mean, I've got the mods right, but did no one decide to improve on that texture in any way? In no mod. So anyway, Carth, well, let's go with Bastila. Bastila, you can kind of have a relationship with her. Also, she'll talk about Revan and the Force, but we of course won't, because bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And Carth has his complicated past of being in the military and being betrayed by his superior, so now he holds a grudge and is being careful around people, which is reasonable. However, he's all a bitch about it. Instead of being a strong and silent type, is a whiny kind of type. So we're not talking about to him anyway. Unless you're a woman, also you would be able to have some sort of relationship with Carth as opposed to Bastila. So our luxury vacation on the beach planet awaits. Is this, no, that's Yavin. We have to visit Yavin as well at some point because there are things to do there. And at any point we really can just go back to the ship and fly around and try to do any other thing. So Tatooine it is. Terrain, desert, canyons, native species, Javas and sand people, and docking at Anchorhead settlement. So let's see what's going on over there. Ah yes, the epic graphics of 2003, is it? With all the mods installed now, the game looks better than those cutscenes. What a change. So you might have noticed there are two characters in the pilot seats flipping switches and not having their faces shown, cause the tech wasn't at that level yet, I guess. It's still Uncanny Valley level of things, I think. But anyway, hey, in-game engine cutscene about something else. So what's going on, Malak?
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Carth Onasis, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak.
Oh look, it's the midget. Have I mentioned that he might not be dead?
Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Carth escaped the planet. Apparently they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me, there is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Karath.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Oh, are we having a turret fight? No, it's fine. But we are having a vision. So yeah, back in the episode, were we tossing and turning on the bed in the ship or on a bed in the apartment? Ah yes, Tatooine, the yellow sands of the desert, remind me so much of the famed, unfinished episodes of Season 7 of Clone Wars, when the planet our heroes approached was conveniently subtitled right on the screen, Temporary Yellow Planet.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Strange, isn't it? Well, after all, it is a mystery and well-known planet to send you off to so you can experience the movie sets, essentially. What have we got to respond? It looked like it was inside some kind of cave. Maybe Tatooine wasn't always a desert. I don't have time for your visions, Bastila. It did look like in a cave, right? Because there were walls, I guess, but it also looked green, and Tatooine is not known for greenery. Tatooine wasn't always a desert. That's a bold statement. However, again, if you want to hide something, why not a needle in a haystack? Why not a star map under tons of sand? Guess people shouldn't have an easy time finding that. But then again, do you want them to find it or not? You left the clues, so maybe, well, technically difficult to say. But I don't have time for your visions, Bastila. It's not her visions. Not really. We already know that. I mean, it's pretty clear that it's not like under her volition or under her. She's not causing them. So even though we can just yell at Bastila, we're not gonna. And that's 2 on a nose, so I'm gonna go with 1. It looked like it was inside some kind of cave.
The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms.
Supposedly.
I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Yeah, I think the things will become more clear when we find the MacGuffin. I mean, after all, once we find the MacGuffin, we'll be able to find the MacGuffin, don't you think? Also, we just landed here at Anchorhead, was it? Yes, at Anchorhead. Because why else? Where else? What else is there to go to? Like, seriously. Why are we landing here? Now we've got the whole planet to search. Oh? I was checking our supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. Not right? What do you mean? I don't have time to worry about this now. You know, supplies, it's not like you really need to buy anything to sustain yourself as a character, like there are no survival mechanics, but if you're reasonable, maybe you should look into it. Not right, what do you mean? Someone's been into the emergency stash of food. Mission and I asked everyone, but nobody knows anything about it. You might want to check out the food stores the next time you're in the cargo hold. Yeah, so we get a quest. Have I mentioned it on Tatooine? Well, one way or another. I think, yeah, I already did this quest on my phone. Because I could. I mean, I could fuck it, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna fuck it here as well. Because, however, it's difficult to say. How about we make a save and then we see. So the deal is, we've got a stowaway passenger that somehow got onto our ship. And the whole thing is, first off, learning a language to communicate with the child, which is pretty cool concept, actually. And the second part of that is that they gave her a generic alien speech anyway. So it's not fun. It's not like you're learning it through the text, not through the sound. Like, this is, they do record a bunch of voice lines for common speech, right? Because they could have tasked one of the actors to run the made-up language as well through the booth, essentially, and we'd have that. We'd have actually voiced line this unique language to improve the experience and immerse you better. But no, we don't. So we're gonna skip it, and then maybe as some sort of addendum, I'll or like an extra material, I'll add it later, because I've got to save, I can do that. So anyway, what's up with the supplies? Strangely, the food storage seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be some other explanation. Examine the supplies more closely or leave the supplies alone. Would you like to continue the quest, or not really? I mean, we can quit right away, and maybe you should. But then again, our supplies are being stolen from, tampered with, so maybe we will, you know, play the game a little bit. Examine the supplies more closely. There are no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate the theft was from pests or vermin. It looks more like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. Whoever the thief is, they have managed to avoid detection by you or your companions so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship will reveal the stowaway. So, it's clearly recent. I mean, first dude. First off, we have the ship for a very short time. We've had this ship for a very short time. We just left and just got this quest. No one gave us grief about it when we were leaving Taris. Also, when it comes to leaving Taris, no one's ever really gone, like you saw. Kalanor seemingly just survived because we needed someone to relay the news about all the things that are going on in behind the scenes. In the scene with... You think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you, but when you stop to listen, they disappear. And yeah, the quest is you just run around the ship until you get the clues on the thing. And it says behind you, so we were going this way, so we might try to go this way. But it's almost at random, so we're just gonna run around the ship. And still no one else sees them or hears the stowaway. So with the Saul Karath, I just mentioned how Carth has this labored past with his with his mentor that betrayed him. That's Saul Karath. That's immediately out of the box, like the fucking cutscene already told you. You think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you, but when you stop to listen, they disappear. So Saul Karath, there he is, betrayed, well, with his treason maybe, on the Empire's ship. And the scene is very dark, and I don't think it's just... The mod definitely doesn't help with the colors and shit and the levels of brightness. But it's kind of dark, and it's the bridge of the ship, so you'd think it would be brighter, but then again, submarines don't really are not depicted, at least with the war rooms. They're not depicted as being brightly lit and well visible. I guess in case someone shoots a bullet through your armor and the shell lands in your what is it? The war room. This time you hear the footsteps that are coming from the cargo hold. It's as if we're close and no longer the thing that's doing the thing. We're not getting a cutscene. So here, immediately, as we walk through the door, we can see her name tag, Sasha. We already know this. We already know this because we've got the Force, I guess. And as you heard, Kipona Bonanakichu is how you pronounced na abds. Clearly, and also as a made-up language for this quest specifically. It's hardly, well, it's barely pronounceable with the clusters of consonants. Because we don't care, right? It's a made-up language. Who's to say we wouldn't fucking go for something easy to pronounce, like we generally do, with the brain conserving effort, and just words being able to be pronounced easily, like the difference between abbreviation and acronym. There's a reason why we don't read abbreviations. The reason there is a difference between an abbreviation and an acronym. So anyway, Naabds. What the fuck? Hey, what are you doing here? A little girl? Where did you come from? Get out of here, whoever you are, right now. So, clearly that's the stowaway, because it's not one of ours. So we're gonna kick that bitch right to the curb. But since she talks also in both generic alien speech and also this incoherent gibberish up here, it's not like yelling at her will result in much understanding from her side. So, you know, just grab her by the hand and throw her out. We're already not in space, like as in the vacuum of space. And it's not like our ramp over there has an airlock. So, well, there are a bunch of airlocks, so I guess we would be able to just toss her into space. But we don't really get the chance, who would have thought? Yeah, the quest is, get the fuck out of here. I didn't invite you. You ate my food, and I'm not obliged to help you. Naabds mehut bad liaz aunts. Also, don't try to read it backwards, because that doesn't help either. Recognizable words is bad, and liars only not really. Also, any attempt of making a word out of the letters of a given word is kind of fruitless and futile, more like. So you can try. I can't stop you, but it's not like there's a actual hidden message if you bother to spend an effort on top of trying to learn the conlang here to just tell her you're on the Ebon Hawk and you're speaking this mixture of Mandalorian and something else, and you were kidnapped, and you're a daughter of some guy on Dantooine who's offering a reward for her. That's the quest, by the way. You can understand her, learn that she's from Dantooine and her family is looking for her, and bring her over back to Dantooine. But like I said, zero fucks given. I mean, do I need to say more? I don't understand what you're saying. Calm down, little girl. I won't hurt you. I want you out of here, off my ship. Also, we are supposed to have this intuitive ability to understand languages, because that's how the Force works, and that's why we're listed with our resume on Enterspire had us as a multilingual person who knows a lot of alien dialects, but yet we don't understand her, because we need this quest to happen, I guess. I mean, this quest doesn't happen before we become a Jedi, and before we become a Jedi we already can understand languages, so I don't know what they thought about that. However, get the fuck out of my ship. Mina aunt palkie bristag badlias. Still doesn't go through us, and we still don't care. Grab her by her fucking scruff and throw her out. This time, the last line of dialogue is for us to be compassionate, just in case, I don't know, you're going by the placement of the lines. I don't care. Off you go now. Mi aunt na palkie mebad lias. I mean, let's go from the bottom, because the top is too good to spoil it right away. Oh no, not the tears. Alright, what's the problem? I don't understand and I don't care. Get off my ship. Suck it up, sister. Find someone who cares. And then we have the line that Me palkie isna gondisen. Is also a recognizable word, but has nothing to do with to be or not to be. So yeah, fuck off. What did the quest say? Oh hey, we can just block her exit and have her as a slave. So we're gonna go with that, I guess. She doesn't need to speak. I mean, no one else will understand her. We can do unimaginable things to her, and no one would ever know. Also, we're a Jedi and we can mind trick her to just forget all that happens. Everything. The stars have aligned. Everything is on according to plan. A perfect crime, really. Complete the quests. Strange stowaway. Ebon Hawk. Problem solved. The easy way. The old stowaway has been ordered off your ship. It isn't really your problem after all, is it? No. No, it isn't. You know, you're responsible for your children. Not somebody else is. For all I care, you should have been aborted. I mean, consider this late-term abortion after all. I mean, that's completely not what it is. It's jokes. It's all jokes, but abortion is not killing children. Get that right. Right, so we're here, and we've decked about on a ship, so that'll be the episode, even though I wanted to really tackle something else here, but I just tackled it on the other playthrough. So, thanks for sticking by, thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see each other on the other video, where I play something else for you for free. In the meantime, you know, interact with this video and the other videos I've got there, so the algorithm knows it's all cool.